5 minutes packed with facts about the leaders and businesses shaping our communities. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Daniel Coburn. Today, I'm joined by Nikki Golly from Fuel Your Body. At Fuel Your Body, she is working to help individuals overcome chronic constipation and improve overall health through personalized nutrition, coaching, and wellness solutions. Thank you so much for joining us today, Nikki.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
One of the things that you and I talked about is, everybody is so concerned about what they eat and everything. Everybody's concerned about going to the gym, but everything starts in your digestive tract. No matter what you do, that's an important thing. So anybody who, especially as you get older, this is a show for you. And let's dig into a few things with Nikki. So Nikki, how do you connect with people that are struggling with digestive issues, who could benefit from your program at Fuel Your Body? How do you connect with people?
Honestly, one of the biggest things that I talk about is I kind of bring levity to the conversation and be like, hey, you know what? I talk about the elephant in the room that everybody does, but nobody talks about. Like, this is my favorite childhood book because it's true. Everybody poops, but not everybody poops well. So having conversations and just kind of opening it up and kind of bringing levity to that kind of taboo subject that nobody really wants to talk about, but it's so important because your digestive tract and poop is actually a surprisingly good indicator of what's happening within your body. So kind of opening up that conversation and saying, hey, did you know you're supposed to poop every day? I really think that instead of saying, how you doing? Because everyone has a canned response for that. We really should ask, how you pooping? It'll bring people like, what? It'll stop people in their tracks for a second. And honestly, again, bringing levity to a conversation, that's important because digestion is important for all of us. There's a lot going on. Everything we eat, everything that goes into our body has to be digested, assimilated, and eliminated.
Right. And what's been the most rewarding part of helping clients find relief and better health through your program? And what challenges do you face in reaching those needs?
Honestly, I'll start with the challenges first. The challenges is just having people open up, really, just because it's such a taboo. It's such a weird conversation. So many people hide in a closet to go to the bathroom. But really the biggest reward is when people kind of open up, tell me what's going on, have that conversation, because most doctors, believe it or not, don't really have good solutions. They'll have drugs or different things that they can give somebody, but it doesn't really fix the underlying cause. So that's the one big thing that I do is really dive into the underlying cause of what's actually happening within the body. If it's an irritation, if it's a food allergy, if it's dehydration, a lot of times water is like so important and so underutilized in regulating the digestive system and getting everything moving or flowing or feeling good, because I would say about 95% of the population is pretty chronically dehydrated, when water can be a huge impact. But some of what pushes me is the ahas. When I get a client that actually starts making some changes and they're like, wow, I had no idea just how bad I felt before. A lot of times it's not like, wow, I feel so great. It's yes, they feel great, but also the realization of how bad they felt for years and decades. Because when you don't know, right? You don't know if you're not going to the bathroom regularly, your energy level's not near as good, your honestly money, the income, which is a really interesting combination. But if you're stuck emotionally, physically, typically you're stuck pretty financially as well. So it's fascinating to have the ahas and the wow from client. That is like one of my favorite things.
As we get close to wrapping up, what is one story that would inspire others who may be interested in your program? And I think you touched on it on the last question, but like,
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you just see that really make people or should make people say, this is somebody I need to contact because of the benefits of your program?
Right. Well, let me remind you that everybody poops. Do you poop well? Like the ideal, sorry for the mental picture in advance, but the ideal poop should resemble soft serve ice cream. So if you're anywhere off of that scope, if you go way more, or if you're not going every day, contact me. That's one of the biggest things. I actually have a poop quiz on my website. If you go to nikkigolly.com, that'll give you some insights. I promise there's no gross pictures, only information questions get you thinking a little bit more. And honestly, it's really, I have one story from a client that was sick. Honestly, she was so sick. Everything she ate felt like she said everything she touched would make her throw up. Like she was to the point that it wasn't just a digestive issue, it was actually coming up. And I dove right in. We eliminated something, which I usually don't start with elimination to begin with, but we eliminated something because she was not being able to keep down food. And it was like I completely gave her life back. She is so much happier. She can eat. She feels good. She knows exactly what to stay away from. And her body is actually working for her instead of fighting her all the time. And it is a life-altering shift.
I think, as we wrap everything up, there's probably not a lot of people out there that couldn't benefit from what you're doing there, Nikki. But so thank you so much for joining today. But as we wrap up, how do our listeners and viewers get a hold of you? How do they find you? And when they get to your website or reach out, what's the best way for them to connect and communicate with you, Nikki?
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of everywhere. I'm the only Nikki Golly that exists. So Google me, Nikki Golly, and that should come up with my website, so nikkigolly.com. I use social media quite a bit, but send me an email, give me a call. I have my phone number on there as well. Just connect. Let's talk digestion. You don't have to talk poop right away. Let's talk digestion to get you feeling better than you have in years.
A lot of your clients, we could say, are full of crap. So hopefully
or not
you
anymore.
can continue. Exactly. But hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. And Nikki, thank you for joining us. And everybody tune in next week for the next episode on 5 Minutes with Daniel Coburn.